Okay, today we're going to be doing a geometry problem. Here's the problem. Write the equation of the line that is perpendicular to 5x minus 3y equals 12 that passes through the point 9, -1 in slope-intercept form. So where should we begin? First of all, we need to understand, what does slope-intercept form mean? What is that? Well, let's write down the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. That's y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Now we're also told that we need the equation of the line that is perpendicular to this line here. So what does perpendicular mean? Well, that means that the slopes of perpendicular lines are opposite reciprocals, whereas the slope of parallel lines are equal. So what does that mean, that we have an opposite reciprocal? Let's do an example. Let's say we have a line, L1, and its slope equals 3. What does opposite reciprocal mean? So if I have a perpendicular line, what is the slope going to be? Well, first of all, the reciprocal of a number is we flip it. What does that mean? We take this number, 3, a whole number. The denominator of any whole number is always 1. So if we flip that to get the reciprocal, we will get 1 over 3. And opposite means opposite sign. Since this was positive, then this will be a negative. So the opposite reciprocal of 3 would be -1 over 3. Let's do another example. Line 2. Let's say that its slope was -1 over 4. Okay, so if we have a perpendicular line, what would the slope be? Well, opposite reciprocal. What's the reciprocal of 1 over 4? 4 over 1, which is just what? That's just a whole number, 4. And since this was negative, this is going to be a positive. Okay, so its slope will be a positive 4. Let's do one more example. Line 3. Let's say that its slope was 3 over 5, right? If I have a perpendicular line to that, what is the opposite reciprocal? Reciprocal is what? 5 over 3. Opposite means this is positive, so then this guy needs to be negative. So the slope of the perpendicular line to that would be 5 over 3, -5 over 3. Okay, so let's get back to our problem here then. We want to write the equation of the line that is perpendicular to this, right? So first of all, we need to find out what is the slope of this line. Can I just look at this and tell the slope? Well, this line is not in slope-intercept form, which is mx plus b, y equals mx plus b, where I can see the slope right away. So let me turn this into slope-intercept form. How do I do that? Well, I need to isolate y, right? So let's get rid of everything that is on the side with the y. So let's start with getting rid of this 5x. I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides of the equation. So what am I left with here? That gives me -3y equals -5x plus 12. Am I done yet? No, I need to isolate the y. I need to get rid of that -3. Since the -3 is being multiplied by y, I'm going to divide it. So I divide one side by -3. I need to divide this entire other side by -3. What am I left with here? Y. Great. Y equals -5 over -3. Remember, both terms need to be divided by that -3. 12 over -3. Okay, let's simplify that. Y equals -5 over -3. A negative over a negative is a positive, so that gives me +5 over 3x. A positive 12 divided by -12, -3, sorry, gives me a -4. So right there. Okay, so this is the equation now written in slope-intercept form. So what is the slope? 5 over 3. So the slope of this line is 5 over 3. I need a line that's perpendicular. So what did we say? The perpendicular line will need to have what kind of slope? What did we say? Opposite reciprocal. So that means this line will need to have a slope of not 5 over 3. What's the reciprocal? Would be 3 over 5. And because this guy is positive, this needs to be negative. Okay, so my line will need to have a slope of -3 over 5. Okay, so let's move on. I'm not done yet. I need to write an equation of a line that will have this slope negative 3 over 5, and I have a point. What is the point? 9, negative 1. So if I have a slope and I have a point, how about we use point-slope form? Okay, so let's do that. What is point-slope form? Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where y1 and x1 is a point. Well, I have that point, y1, x1, comma y1. So let's plug it in. Y minus y1. What is y1? Negative 1 equals m. What is my slope? It needs to be what? Negative 3 over 5 times x minus, what is x1? 9. Okay, so am I done? No, it asks for me to write this in slope-intercept form. This is not slope-intercept form. So let's turn it into slope-intercept form. So let's keep going. So y minus a negative 1 gives me y plus 1 equals, let's distribute that negative 3 over 5 to everything in those parentheses. So negative 3 over 5x plus, right, negative 3 times negative 9. Negative 3 over 5 times negative 9, that would give me what? A plus 27 over 5. Am I done? No. I need to isolate my y. Remember, slope-intercept says y equals mx plus b. Okay, so let's go. I need to get rid of this 1. So let's subtract the 1 from both sides of the equation. If I do that, what am I left with? Y equals negative 3 over 5x plus 27 over 5, right, minus 1. Well, this 27 over 5 minus 1, in order to combine these terms, I need a common denominator. So how can I rewrite 1 as a fraction? Well, 1 with a denominator of 5, right, that would be 5 over 5, right, because 5 over 5 is the same thing as 1. So let's rewrite it. So now, let's continue this up here. So y would equal negative 3 over 5x plus 27 over 5 minus 5 over 5. 27 minus 5 is what? Plus 22 over 5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the answer. Here is the equation of the line that is perpendicular to this line, 5x minus 3y equals 12. It passes through the point 9, negative 1, and it is in slope-intercept form. Okay, thanks, and we'll see you next time.